Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. And I'm Paula, by the way, from Paper Crafts by PRB, and I am making lots of different ephemeras for my vintage ladies sewing journal. So I just wanted to bring you along. This is a guest check piece of paper, and then I folded it on the side and just kind of decorated it. Here's a cluster that has a measuring tape and then a thimble, and then it has the vintage lady there on the side. Here's another guest check. I did a little bit different. Here is some material that I just tore, and then some rickrack, and again I folded it on the side and then glued the two bottom piece, the top and the bottom, to make a little tuck spot. So again, you just tuck little pieces of ephemera in there. All right, here's a couple different bingo cards. So these are just going to be like journaling cards. This one I rounded the edges. I put some material on there. So very simple. Here's another bingo card. This one I did not round the edges. I just put some rickrack. Here was some paper. It was a pattern paper, butterick pattern paper, and I just tore that out. And then there's the vintage lady. And this is a time card that I just folded up and made a pocket. And then I put a couple ephemera pieces in there as well. Here's a little button card, and then just a ephemera piece right there. And then here is another time card. So this one's a little bit shorter. This one is a little bit shorter. And then this one is a little bit taller. There's the vintage lady right there. I decorated up the pocket, and then I just put some ephemera in that as well. So I'm just going to show you a couple ways of making some of these, and we'll start with this one. So I have another guest check, and all I did was I'm folding it up. So I'm just folding it up like that. I inked around the edges. I put a thumb notch right there, and I'm just going to glue here and here, which obviously is going to make a pocket. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, there we go. Go ahead and get that glued on there real good so it'll stay, obviously. And then I already have my pieces to decorate it with. So here's just another, it came from the pattern, the instructions. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue that down onto my pocket. I know I've mentioned before, I've made several videos of me making ephemera for my vintage ladies journal that I'm working on right now. Okay, and then I have a vintage lady that I'm just gonna put right there. Oops, I don't want to put glue right there, otherwise I'm gonna close up that pocket. All right, so I'm just gonna put that on there. And then I have these just little die cuts that I'm going to put on there. So that's a spool of thread. Very cute. Just in black and white. It's not colored. All right. So I'm just going to put that on there like that. And then I have this little sentiment that says measurements. Very easy. Easy to do, easy little pockets. And let's just put that right there. Okay, so there's that one. So I have that tuck spot. Let's see here, let me grab this piece. I have that little pocket right there to put some ephemera in. Now what I did put a thumb notch up here at the top. So I will glue here, here, and here. And I'll have another pocket on this one up here at the top. So that's how that one's gonna look. All right, so there's that one. Let me set that aside and we'll start on this one. So here is a time card that I cut off part of the top. I don't know, it was probably about that tall. And then again, I just folded over a little bit to create a pocket right here. So on this one, I am going to, let's see here. I had some pieces here. I don't know where they all went. I had, well, let me see here. I can cut out another piece. I had a little tape measure thing. So I'm going to just go ahead and cut this out real quick. This is just a tape measure that I'm going to go ahead and add on to this one. So I don't know what happened to it. I probably threw it away and wasn't paying attention. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out this. And all right, so all I'm doing on this one is I'm going to go ahead and I put another thumb notch right here because I'm going to have another pocket there in the back. It's just going to be a very slim pocket, but it'll be good enough for like a tall tag. So I am going to put that right there like that. All right, and I am going to ink up around the edge on my little ruler here, or my measuring tape, however you want to, whatever you think it might be. Okay, so I'm going to put that away. Okay, so I'm going to put that down here, so this actually could be cut off a little bit, right to there. Okay, and I'm going to put rickrack here on the side. So I am going to use my hot glue gun, just because that's a little bit easier with, I don't like my new glue gun. It just doesn't seem to bring up, it doesn't seem to push out the glue very good. I don't know why. I've never had problems with hot glue guns, but for some reason, I bought a new one last week and it just isn't quite the way I like it. Okay, so I'm going to put rickrack right there. I'm going to cut that off. And I'm going to go ahead and put this cute little lady on there. And that's going to go right here on this side. Okay, and then my little tape measure, I'm going to put on the bottom here of this pocket. So I'm going to put that like that. And, and I'm not going to put it on there upside down. I'm going to put it on just like that. All right, let me push that down so that it stays down better. So there's that one. And again, we're just going to add some ephemera in there. And then again, I'm going to glue it on the 3 sides. And since I put that thumb notch there, then that is going to be a tall tuck spot. All right, so that's that one. I have one more to show you. And this is just going to be like a journaling card. So I have my bingo card and I rounded those corners. All right, so I'm just going to put a vintage lady here on the side a little bit. So she's going to go right here. All right, and then again, I have some of my pattern papers. This one says Butterick. So I'm going to put that on this side. All right. And then I'm going to put, this was the number of the pattern. So I'm going to put that right here. Just like that. And then I have some pink rickrack that I'm going to put right there on the bottom. And that's going to do it for that one. So these are really easy projects. I am just trying to make some ephemera for my journal. And I thought I'd bring you along for that. Like I said, they're very easy projects. just some bingo cards, some guest checks, and what else did I use? Time cards. Okay, so here are all the different varieties that I did. Time cards, bingo cards. Here's another bingo card. Here's a guest check with the fold, with the pocket on that side. Here's a guest check with the pocket on that side. Here's a guest check folding it up this way. Here's a time card with a side pocket going this way. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Lots of different little ideas. And until next time, thank you.